And honestly, I would want my mom to come with me, but she doesn't have the same love for New York as I do. So I don't know if she understands that. And she literally wants no part of me being anywhere away from her. And maybe moving without my mom. I'll find myself and find my independence through maybe living away. Just don't know how to bring this up with her. This conversation's gonna be tough. My mom and I's thing. We love doing them together, but the truth is, New York Fashion Week ignited something in me because it was fun, it was exciting. After all that my mom's been through, I don't want to hurt her anymore. And because of her childhood and losing her mom, anytime I'm away from her, she gets that back.
We are about to witness one hell of a freaking roller coaster. But before we get into it, please do start off by hitting the subscribe button. We are trying to get to that 5K mark. Hopefully we can get there before the end of this month. But with that being said, like the video and well, let's get into exactly how the mom reacts to Gabriella telling her that she wants to move to New York and chase her new dreams. And I gotta say,
why didn't you just tell me? I've decided that Lauren and I are moving to New York City. I just feel like I love the city. I think it's a great place. There are so many opportunities there. And I want to be in the action. There's always going to be an us. It's just, I just want to be on my own and on your own. Who's going to take care of you?
Let's just let that sink in. Who's going to take care of you? Her daughter's 23 years of age. She's asking who's going to take care of you. Herself? Obviously, she's moving with her sister Lauren, you know what I mean? So it's not like she's going to be by herself. But that is a crazy question. The fact is, you should have raised a daughter by now to want to be able to take care of herself. She should be in a position where you know that she can take care of herself. But here's the thing though. The reason why the mum isn't in that position mentally is because she knows that she has done everything possible to sugarcoat everything and to make sure that her daughter can never leave her side and therefore never really give her daughter the strength to be able to survive without her. And that's something that we will get into near the end of the video as well. But anyway, this mother is something else.
The blue, you're not going anywhere. We're making all these plans. What about the pageant? Back to when my mother died. I thought she was just sleeping and I found her dead. I don't like to be shocked. After we have so many plans.
It's crazy how the mum is always talking about how we have so many plans when these we plans are literally your plans. And it's crazy. So here's the thing. So the mum lost her mother when she was younger. And because of that, she's now got this fear that she may lose her daughter, which is very unfair because I wouldn't even allow her mother to use that excuse against me if she was my mother. Why? Because you see, the mum has got two other freaking daughters. She doesn't treat them the same way. So she can't be talking about, I don't want to leave my side because obviously what happened to me and my mum. All right, cool. If Gabriella was her only child, it's still going to be acceptable because you cannot, put your burden onto your child. That makes no sense. That is not fair at all. It is not healthy. But the fact that you have two other beautiful girls and you literally I don't want to say neglect, but you don't give them the same treatment as you do Gabriella is crazy for her to use that as a reason to why Gabriella can't leave her side. Honestly, and the crazy thing about it is if one of the other daughters say they want to leave, okay, you can go. But if Gabriella says it, no, you can't. Talk about fair parenting, hey?
Why? How are you going to carry on the legacy of how? You'll have to live, work, or go to school in the state. You're not going to be officially living here anymore, and you're not going to cheat like some others do. The Connecticut legacy.
Well, we still have the house here. I could still have this.
But that's cheating.
Literally out here trying to say that you can't leave because you can't do the pageant, because if you do the pageant, then you'll be cheating because you're not living in the same state. Gabriella was like, oh, in that case, I'll just do New York. Mom was like, no, you got to do this one. Really and truly, this is unhealthy to a whole different level. And the crazy thing about it is that what the mom is doing is not only unhealthy to Gabriella, but it's also unhealthy for herself. And that's something that she's not seeing. And that's crazy.
That's not right. How long have you been planning this and keeping this from me? Best friends don't do this to each other.
Your daughter's not meant to be your best friend. She's meant to be your freaking child. I'm not saying you can't be friends with your parents, you know what I mean, as time goes by, but this, ludicrous.
You don't keep things from me.
I know, but I
then I lost you again.
I knew you would be
upset. If it was something happy, I wouldn't be pissed.
I know you're
If it was something happy, I'd be joyous. I'm telling you all these joyous things. Am I going to see you every day? Am I going to physically see you every day? When I wake up in the morning, I'm scared, and then I realize I feel so calm when I see you.
Okay, you need to calm down.
No.
You need to calm down.
I'm not going to calm down.
You need to calm down.
I can't believe you.
And then showing acts of violence in front of your child. Wow, what a great role model you are. So you're showing your child that whenever she can be angry, that she should throw things as well. That is not how you behave. You're meant to be a role model for your daughter. That's it. You're meant to be a role model and a parent. okay? Amongst maybe other things as well. But exactly what she's doing is unacceptable. It's unhealthy. I can't imagine how trapped girl Gabriella feels. But here's the thing though. Gabriella does decide to still go to New York with her sister, but she returns home within 2 weeks because while she was there, she got cold feet. Now listen, she may have got cold feet because it was a new experience and she didn't know how to navigate herself because her mom never gave her the tools, nor did her dad give her the tools to be able to, navigate the world by herself. Now at the same time, there's a lot of people like myself who aren't given the tools to navigate the world and we just got to figure it out. But again, that's subjective based on obviously my upbringing. Obviously, Gabriella has been brought up in a household where literally her mum's always been there all the time. So it makes sense for her to get cold feet. But one thing that I want to really know is, did she get cold feet only because of the way she's been raised? To not be independent, or did she get cold feet because her mum was probably on the phone to her every second, literally trying to make her feel bad and feel guilty the whole time, because the mum there tried to make her feel guilty straight away by saying, well, you can't because of the pageant, you can't because you'll be cheating if you do this and that, trying to make her feel guilty. So I am sure, if anything, if I was to take a guess, that she probably obviously came back and got cold feet, one, because she doesn't know how to be independent and she probably got scared, but the fact that her mum probably wouldn't have encouraged her to stay there, then that's why. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like we can all get cold feet, but some of us, like her, she probably needs encouragement from her mum, from her dad. She probably wasn't getting that. Mum was probably saying, it's best you come home. And then obviously she comes home and now they're back to doing the pageant stuff. And that is Gabriella's whole dreams, aspirations, whatever, out the window, because mum didn't want to inspire, if you ask me personally. It's crazy because I want to feel sorry for Gabriella the most, but out of the whole thing, I actually feel sorry for one of her sisters, Lauren, because Lauren says that she'd been wanting to leave the house for a while now, but, she doesn't want to do it by herself. And now Gabriella was finally being serious about it. It was her way to finally, move out. And it's so crazy because, she moved with her and it ended up being for nothing. Now, I don't know if Lauren decided to come back home, but I would imagine so, because New York's a very expensive place to stay. So it probably would have been impossible for her to stay there without, without her sister, do you see what I'm saying? So I imagine she came back home too. So it is kind of sad that Lauren became a casualty in this whole freaking madness. But hey, this is what happens when you're dealing with mums like Catherine, who only think about themselves and don't think about the greater good of her daughters, or of her one daughter, shall I say. But again, like I said, the dad is also there, and it's quite sad that the dad doesn't step in, that the dad doesn't do his manly role to say to his daughter, hey, you can do this, you've got this, I've given you the strength to do this, I raised you like this. But obviously the dad clearly has not raised her that much because the mum has always been the one. And this is where we have another problem. We've got a problem with the mum trying to live vicariously for a child, but also on top of that, a father that clearly has been afraid to step in and be like, hey, this is how things should be done, or this is my advice, or at least be able to give Gabriella some strength, a backbone, the thing that a man is supposed to do. The women bring in the warmth, the caring, the feminine stuff, and the man is meant to bring in the masculine stuff. And clearly, daddy didn't do that. So if anything, he should be upset with himself too. But nonetheless though, you guys let me know what you're thinking down below and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, 5K, come on now, and peace.